Guys, welcome back to some more OG Animal Company. It is no question that I have been missing the old version of this game for quite a while. I would argue that it was ever since the critical error update where they took out the old map. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that I do love about new Animal Company, but just in terms of this game being both Lethal Company and Gorilla Tag, it really seems like they've been straying away from that original vision. But anyways, before we hop in this video, we do have some more fan mail! Fan mail of the day! Today's fan mail is coming from Jaden Fox over in Mineral City, Ohio. And the first thing that I see in this envelope is a custom little toast logo. And it looks like we also have a letter. The letter says, "Hi JustToasty, I am a big fan of your videos. I hope you get to 100,000 subs so Sky can get in the game. I'm helping to get Sky in Animal Company." Well, Jaden, thank you so much for your fan mail and also the little toasty logo. But now, with that being said, guys, let's go and get ready to check out the old version of Animal Company. Hello, and welcome back to some more OG Animal Company here on the channel, boys. And let me just say, I am so happy to be back in this map. I really, truly do hope that Animal Company eventually sees how much players just really do miss the OG maps and possibly at some point decide to go and add a update that just adds like a limited time mode for a week and just sees how many players actually go and engage with the old map. Because I'm going to be honest, boys, just after playing this for my first video of going back to this update, it's revived a certain love and a certain joy and a whole different level of enjoyment in this game again. I still play Animal Company the way it is on the new map, but there's just a whole different level of enjoyment of just the way that things used to be. But today, guys, I am ready to start going and exploring other parts of the map. It's hard to decide which one I actually want to go to, because in my last one I ended up going to the Haunted Mansion, but now the decision is whether or not if we go to the sewers or if we go and take a mining strat for this video. And I'm thinking for this one as well, just for the sake of making it really feel OG, we are actually not going to be using a hoverboard, and we're also not going to be using any hook shots or anything else. All I want to go and bring is a little pickaxe, we got our flashlight, and then our main backpack that we're going to go and take along. But I really do wonder, though, if in this version, did they have the uranium nuggets that were just floating around, or did they actually have a different version where they actually had the ores in the game too? I can't remember if whether or not this one was actually prior to the ores getting added. So that's going to be kind of a cool little jump in history to go and check out. And I did not realize how much I miss the original drop. Bro. I think that's the biggest part about all of this, and I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way, is that every part of the map in the new, like, Animal Company, I would say, just feels a lot more cramped and a lot more close-quartered, which in a lot of ways I can understand. If they're trying to expand a bunch, it makes sense how they're trying to go and save memory for a lot of these headsets, but there's just something about it where, like, the walls just feel like a lot taller, the rooms feel a lot wider, and it's so much more open. Like, am I crazy for saying that, or is it just me trying to, like, find a, a different note to just, like, hold on to nostalgia with? Because, truly speaking, just looking at this, even the sewers itself, feels like the rooms are just a lot wider to me. I might just be going crazy on this, but I am nearly positive this stuff is a lot bigger. Oh my goodness! Okay, Mr. Mans, you gotta chill out for a second. I gotta go past red light, green light, and get the heck out of here. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go right back down below. And also, amazing thing that's gonna be coming up too, I realized that this OG sewers, I almost fell off the map on my first time coming back here. But what I was gonna say is that this OG sewers is actually gonna be fully OG, bro. Because in this one, we don't have to worry about Mr. Wormy. At least to my knowledge. Because I'm pretty sure in the first update that Wormy was added, he was actually in the first section of the sewers map. So we should be pretty much clear going down. All we have to go and get by is basically the other mimics. And I think my girlfriend might be here as well. I can't remember if she was in this version too. But I wonder, can I actually just go and launch this way? But now, boys, let's go and move down below. And it looks like we have ores to the wall too, which is super weird. But yeah, this... I knew it, dude! Okay, yes, we do have the beautiful girlfriend over here. But now we just gotta go and find the exit to get out of this place. And lucky for us, we should actually be able to go and escape this, because the sewers should not be glitched anymore. We should actually be able to go and get through this thing compared to what we had in one of my last videos of trying to go and do a sewers run. For some weird reason, on the newest update that Animal Company released, I literally cannot even beat the main sewers, because when you try to go through the actual, like, pipes and stuff, there's a weird glitch where it puts you in, like, an infinite room, and you can never leave it. So it feels nice that we get a chance to go and revisit the good old sewers, and plus, this is going to be a really great chance to go and see if whether or not we even have to do mining in this side, too. If we're lucky... No, bro. Okay, so it's a little bit after mining was added for the sewers area. So we still do have, like, the main ores here. That is one thing I will definitely say about the newer Animal Company then. That's way better, is the fact that they did re-add the floating ores where you don't necessarily even have to bring a pickaxe, and they have the suitcases. So I don't know if in this one they're actually going to have the suitcases on this one. It's probably just going to be the regular uranium ores. But I do realize, too, in this version, they do have these swimming mechanics in this, too, which is awesome to see, bro. Which I didn't know if whether or not they were actually going to have yet. Because originally, when I was going and doing my Haunted Mansion video, it didn't feel like we were able to hover near as much, but I didn't do too much testing. So coming to the sewers actually really helped me get a little bit more perspective on what exact timing that we're at on Animal Company. So let's go and swim this way if it still works. Thank you. That's the nice part about the low gravity area, boys, is the fact that even if you don't have a hoverboard or a hook shot, if you actually move your hands in the right ways, you can just go and fly through the map and have a lot of control in this area just by going and doing a doggy paddle. I remember finding this for the first time and showing, like, Mr. Greywolf and a few other people, like, just this mechanic when I first found it out, because I thought it was so cool. It was just, like, such a weird way to experience Animal Company for the first time. And ever since they actually added that in, they've added that mechanic for a lot of other things. Which, for better or for worse, I feel like it definitely adds a really good aspect to Animal Company. The one thing I'm a little bit saddened about, and this might not be, you know, the greatest opinion and most liked by people, but I'm gonna say it, boys. I actually miss when OG Lake wasn't, like, swimmable. Is that a weird, like... I guess, like, a weird opinion to have, because I almost feel like the original docks where you go and, like, jump in the water, there was just, like, a certain, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgia holding me back. I mean, it easily could just be like, oh yeah, you're just, like, nostalgia training, that's the only reason why you miss it, which it totally could be that. But for some weird reason, it's just like, I like the ship map. I think the ship map with, like, Mr. Steven and everything is a really cool thing to have in Animal Company. I just don't like it being over by lake. I mean, it's hard to say whether you'd actually go and place it otherwise, but there was just something about it where it was like, that was just such a little hangout spot, and there was just, like, so many mysteries and questions about that lake. And the nice part about it, too, is once they actually went and did the first ever Christmas update, that was the first time we ever seen the lake actually playable, too, where we were able to actually go and run on the ice, go and fight monsters. It just kind of added, like, you know, a really cool secret and only, like, a limited time way just to go and interact with the lake in those other ways. It just made it feel a lot more special when we had the chance to go and explore it. But guys, our uranium wise, we have not been getting the best low. No. I almost went to the other thing. We might already have a full backpack. Oh my goodness, no. Okay, thank you for having the quickest doggy paddle in history, because we, oh, no. Ooh, we're good. Okay, I need to get out of here before I accidentally go and trip one of the licorice sticks. So we're just gonna go and fly. There is gonna be a little bit of an interference once we go and get out of here, because what we're gonna have to deal with is the fact that Mama Angler and I don't know if Ogie Boy is in this version for the bottom sewers area, but we're gonna have to run with so much weight on our backs, which is gonna make this super sketchy. We're gonna try our best. We'll see if we can make it. We already have 2 of them right over by the actual teleporter itself. So yeah, this is gonna be crazy, boys. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this. This could get very scary very quickly. So we'll just go and run quickly. And let's just hope that Mama Angler doesn't come and turn around and that we don't have Ogie Boy to come and grab us. Let's go! Go! Dude, okay. Woo! We're good. And this view will never get old. I will definitely say that the prime time update, at least in, like, my eyes, was probably a little bit before the rocket ship was added and the backrooms. I feel like just before backrooms was added was probably, like, my favorite time of Animal Company. But don't get me wrong, just being able to be in this map on the top of this stump and seeing this entire map again, this is love, dude. And this era of the game was probably where the Animal Company team was just knocking every update out of the park. It was again and again and again. They just kept dropping like bangers after bangers after bangers, and it was probably like the most hype I've ever seen the game really hit. I mean, granted, I don't know where it's been after like the whole Goop Inventions update and stuff. It's definitely done some really, really good things for the community, but I think there will always be a special place in my heart for the OG days of just grinding Animal Company. Granted, I have $9.99 million, so I don't know how much that applies to this specific version, but I'm just more or less referring to like a year ago in the actual game when this was live. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go and jump down below, and I want to make my way to the machine and see how much money we made on the uranium run today. So we have to go and try to beat our Haunted Mansion run, which made us a little bit over $9,000. But in this one, I don't think we even got any of like the massive crystals. For the most part, we got like a lot of the medium sizes and a lot of the small ones. So I don't think we're gonna be making a ton of bank, but I would like to guess probably around like $7,000 for a full backpack. I would be more than happy with. So guys, let's go and hit the buttons and see how much money we made on our first ever sewers run back on this map. I'm hoping for like 7K. If we get over 10, that's amazing, but I think 7,000 is very reasonable. Let's see, come on! And we are just short of hitting the 7K, dude. 6,695 doubloons added to my $9 million. But guys, I'd have to say that today's video was a beautiful success. The fact that we went to the sewers, we didn't end up dying, and the fact that we didn't use any of the other gadgets to rely on just in order to go and fly past the sewers was really fun to go and explore it that way. But guys, I think that's gonna make it for this one of going and exploring the sewers back in the OG update. If you ended up enjoying this video and want to see more content made on Animal Company, I definitely suggest going and clicking that subscribe button right down below. But with that being said, guys, as always, keep it toasty, my friends. Laters!